Hold on tight, football fans, because the transfer window is heating up. We're diving straight into the drama surrounding Fabiano Bremer. His release clause at Juventus is sending shockwaves through Italy, with clubs circling like sharks. Will Juventus be able to hold on to their star defender, or will a massive bid pry him away? We'll break down the potential suitors and the financial implications. Plus, Juventus isn't just worried about who might leave. They're actively scouting replacements, and their eyes are set on a surprising target.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Speaking of surprising targets, get this. Juventus is seriously considering a move for Ardon Jashari from AC Milan. Yes, you heard that right. A potential raid on their rivals for one of Serie A's rising stars. We'll dissect Jashari's skill set, his potential fit within the Juventus squad, and what it would take to convince Milan to part ways with their prized midfielder. This could be a blockbuster deal that reshapes the Serie A landscape. But the Juventus transfer saga doesn't stop there. Leonardo Spinazzola's future is hanging in the balance as his contract with Napoli nears its end. Will Juventus attempt to bring their former player back to Turin on a free transfer? Napoli are scrambling to offer him a new deal, but Spinazzola's experience and versatility make him a highly sought-after commodity. We'll analyze the negotiations, the potential roadblocks, and the impact of this move on both clubs' defensive lineups. It's a free agent frenzy. And finally, a player who's making his preferences crystal clear. Tarik Muharemovic wants to join Inter, and he's actively rejecting a potential return to Juventus. Feeling snubbed after his previous departure, Muharemovic has already agreed to a 5-year deal with the Nerazzurri. We'll unpack the details of this transfer, the potential fee involved, and the player swap that could sweeten the deal for Sassuolo. Don't miss a single update. Now, if you're ready for all the latest transfer news, analysis, and insider information, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Juventus fans are facing growing concerns over the future of star player Weston Bremer, stemming from a recently revealed release clause in his contract. According to reports, the clause, triggered by a fee of around €60 million, has alerted several top European clubs. OneFootball is reporting that multiple Premier League and Bundesliga teams are closely monitoring Bremer's situation, recognizing his defensive prowess and potential value. Juventus, while keen to retain the player, are reportedly bracing themselves for potential offers, particularly given the club's ongoing financial considerations. The news has sparked a flurry of speculation amongst Italian football circles, with analysts suggesting that Juventus may struggle to refuse a substantial bid if it materializes. Bremer's performances this season have been instrumental to Juventus's push for Champions League qualification, further increasing his market value and making him a highly sought-after asset. The club is now working to assess the situation and explore options to either extend Bremer's contract or prepare for a potential departure in the upcoming transfer window. The story is developing, and OneFootball will continue to provide updates as they become available. Juventus is reportedly eyeing a surprising transfer target, Ardon Jashari, currently playing for rivals AC Milan. According to sources, the old lady is considering a move for the young midfielder, despite Jashari's current affiliation with the Rossoneri. While details remain scarce, this potential acquisition would represent a significant shift in Juventus's transfer strategy and could spark a heated rivalry between the two Italian giants. The news, breaking today, April 25, 2026, has already sent ripples through the Italian football landscape, with fans and analysts alike speculating on the motivations behind Juventus's interest and Milan's potential response. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you updates as they become available. The future of experienced defender Leonardo Spinazzola remains uncertain as Juventus and Napoli both weigh their options. Juventus are reportedly keen to sign Spinazzola as a free agent at the end of the season, attracted by his Serie A knowledge, versatility, and experience. However, Napoli, who acquired Spinazzola in the summer of 2024, are also considering offering him a contract extension, with no agreement reached as of yet. Behind the scenes at Juventus, discussions are ongoing to determine if a move for Spinazzola aligns with their plans for next season, which are expected to focus on experienced players available without a transfer fee. While Juventus haven't made a formal approach, their interest is clear. Spinazzola will continue to play for Napoli until the end of the current campaign while negotiations proceed. Both clubs are currently assessing their next steps, and clarity on his future is anticipated in the coming weeks. Ultimately, Spinazzola is expected to choose the path that best suits his career progression, with his valuable experience likely making him a sought-after asset regardless of his destination. In a developing story, Sassuolo defender Tarik Muharemovic is pushing for a transfer to Inter Milan this summer, effectively ruling out a potential return to Juventus. Reports from Corriere dello Sport indicate a preliminary 5-year agreement is already in place between Inter and the player, giving the Nerazzurri a significant edge over competing bids from Premier League clubs and, crucially, Juventus. Muharemovic reportedly feels undervalued by the Bianconeri after being sold to Sassuolo permanently and is unwilling to revisit Turin. Sassuolo is holding firm at a €25 million valuation, but negotiations are ongoing, with Inter expected to include a young player in the deal to offset Sassuolo's sell-on clause obligations to Juventus. The move appears to be gaining momentum, signaling a potentially significant defensive reinforcement for Inter ahead of the next Serie A season.